Imagine, right, you're sending this email to a multi-million-dollar client, and instead of introducing your coworker, you accidentally introduce your relative.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, believe it or not, it happens way more than you think.
It really does.
And in the corporate world, I mean, one wrong word can turn a professional introduction into this very awkward HR meeting.
Yeah, nobody wants that.
No. So today we are breaking down the exact vocabulary and, well, the grammar you need to survive the corporate grind without those embarrassing blunders. So welcome, everyone. It is August 20th, and if you are listening to this at your desk, just staring at a mountain of unread emails and feeling, completely drained by the corporate machine, take a deep breath.
Absolutely.
You are in the right place. We're doing a deep dive into the business English course from our incredible school, Academia BSB. And let me tell you, this review session is going to be your secret weapon to just absolutely crushing your communication goals.
It truly is. I mean, we know our listeners are out there working incredibly hard, battling fatigue and, trying to stay motivated. But if you want to stand out, simple things done flawlessly are what separate the amateurs from the executives.
Right.
That is the entire philosophy behind the Academia BSB methodology and our use of the academic sheet.
Yeah, we aren't here to just read off a list of words.
Exactly. Reviewing your class notes strategically ensures that the material moves from that fragile short-term memory directly into long-term mastery.
Yes.
So when your boss puts you on the spot in a high-stakes meeting, you won't freeze. The language will just be there, like acting as pure muscle memory.
Okay, let's unpack this because I really want to talk about someone who is building that muscle memory every single day. Today, we are putting the student spotlight on an absolute VIP rock star. Everyone, let's hear it for Thaiza Duarte.
Oh, Thaiza is the ultimate example of the dedicated professional we are talking to right now. She actually recently moved to a new house in São Paulo specifically to be closer to work. And her routine is intense. She works as a secretary, putting in 8.5 hours a day.
Wait, 8.5 hours?
Yeah, every day.
And she is not just sitting around. She is managing complex executive agendas. She's booking airplane tickets under tight deadlines. She's fielding phone calls, sending out just hundreds of emails.
It's a lot.
That is a huge cognitive load.
Mm.
So we have to give a massive shout out to her teacher, Paulo Edson Barreto. Because looking at the notes, his patient, really excellent corrections during their session are exactly the kind of support that keeps a busy professional's momentum going.
Absolutely. When you are managing an 8.5-hour workday, your brain is already maxed out, right?
Right.
So if you don't have the right action words hardwired into your vocabulary, trying to explain your tasks in English will feel impossible. We need to look at the vocabulary from the current class to see how we build that foundation.
Let's do it. We are going to group these action words. And remember, team, whenever we hit a core English vocabulary word today, we're going to hit the brakes. We're going to pronounce it very, very S-L-L-I and clearly really enunciating the sounds.
Perfect.
So let's start with the essential verbs. W-A-A-L-K.
Really stretching that aw sound.
Yeah, W-A-L-K. In Brazilian Portuguese, that is caminhar.
Right.
Next is T-A-A-L-K.
Yeah.
Conversar ou falar. And M-A-K-E. Phaser.
Let's put a couple of those together. Think about how this applies to a busy professional trying to improve. I-A-A-K-E timed to R-E-E-A-D.
Oh, I like that. Setting priorities. Let's keep going with the verbs. L-U-R-R-N. That means aprender.
Yeah.
R-E-A-D. That translates to larler. And then we have T-A-A-K-E as in T-A-A-A-K-E. S-H-O-O-E-R. Tomar. Banho.
Here is a realistic sentence for a tired worker coming home. I-T-A-A-K-E-S-H-O-E-R and P-R-E-P-A-R-E-D-I-N-N-E-R. Notice how we use the noun D-I-N-N-E-R, which acts as the object receiving the action of the verb.
Right. Let's round out this verb list. We have F-O-R-G-E-T-T-T, pulling the stress on the second syllable, which is esquisser.
Mm-hmm.
T-H-I-N-N-K with that soft sound, which is pensar.
Yeah, that, though, is tricky.
It really is. G-O, which means R. And finally, the verbs for eating at night. H-A-A-A-V-E, dinner. E-E-A, dinner, or P-R-E-P-A-R-E, dinner. Now, I have to jump in here and push back a little.
Oh, okay.
Because when I look at a massive list of 10 or 12 verbs, my eyes glaze over.
Sure.
I get completely overwhelmed. If I'm an A1 student, how am I supposed to memorize all these isolated words without panicking?
Well, by not memorizing them as a list at all.
Okay.
Don't memorize a list, narrate your reality. Isn't it easier to think of these verbs as just the sequential steps of your alarm clock going off in the morning?
Oh, wow. Okay, walk me through that.
Well, the alarm goes off. What is the first thing you do? You WAALK to the bathroom. Then you TAAAARE, your breakfast. You Jew to work. You aren't studying. You are just mentally documenting your own morning routine. It takes the pressure off entirely.
Narrate your alarm clock reality. I love that. Now, building on those daily routine verbs, we need to talk about the people and the places inside those routines.
Definitely.
Because if you are going to work, you are interacting with people. So let's look at the past class exercises covering CEFR level A1 family vocabulary and present simple.
The biggest mistake students make here is just guessing. They see a blank space and they panic. The best path to finding the right answer is to look for relationship clues and singular versus plural context.
See, I feel like I just guess based on whatever words sounded familiar. How do relationship clues actually work in practice?
Okay, let's take the first question. My mother's husband is my blank. Instead of looking at the multiple choice options, map the family tree visually in your head.
Okay.
Picture your mother. Now picture her husband. What is his relationship to you? He is your dad. So the answer is B, dad.
I see. You isolate the two people first.
Precisely. If we follow this logical mapping through the exercise, we can easily confirm the answer key. So 1 is B, 2 is C, 3 is C, 4 is A, and 5 is B.
So what does this all mean for our listeners? I mean, why does mapping out dad and spouse and coworker logically matter so much?
Well, it goes right back to the scenario you mentioned at the start of the show.
Exactly. Precision prevents embarrassing office emails. You do not want to accidentally introduce your new boss to a major client as your relative when you meant coworker.
No, you do not.
It sounds ridiculous, but under pressure, your brain grabs the closest word it can find.
Yeah, and if you aren't precise, you lose credibility instantly. And precision in your writing leads us directly to precision in your speaking.
Right.
But knowing the difference between a coworker and a relative doesn't matter if your team cannot understand the words coming out of your mouth. Let's analyze the pronunciation traps from the past class.
Yes, this is where the Brazilian Portuguese brain really fights back against English.
It does.
I'm going to read some of the longer corporate words from the list very slowly. Let's take the first one. A-A-A-R-C-H-I-T-E-C-T-U-R-E.
So let's break that into syllables because this is a classic trap. Architecture. A very common mistake Brazilian speakers make is overpronouncing the end of the word. They'll say something like architecture.
Right, because in Portuguese, we want to pronounce every single vowel loudly and clearly.
Exactly. But in English, the end of that word is lazy. It's a soft ch sound. Architecture. You have to train your mouth to relax on those final vowels.
Okay, here's the next tricky one. A-L-C-O-O-L-O.
Notice the mechanics of the H here. It is almost completely silent, and the O sounds are very soft. Alcohol.
Yeah.
Portuguese words that look similar can trick your brain into hitting the syllables with too much force. You've got to keep it breathy.
And the last big one, E-D-U-C-A-T-E-D.
Educated. 4 syllables. The critical mechanism here is hitting that ed at the very end clearly. If you swallow the end of the word, your listener won't know if you're talking about the past tense or using it as an adjective. You have to finish the word.
Finish the word. I like that. Now, expanding our clear speaking to today's tricky pairs, we are going to follow the strict, highly effective Academia BSB format.
Yes.
We read the word, say a full sentence containing the word, and repeat the word at the end.
Right.
Let's focus on words that sound dangerously similar.
Oh.
I will lead.
Go for it.
F-E-E-L.
Well.
F-E-E-L. Great today. F-E-E-L.
And compare the physical shape of your mouth to its tricky pair. F-Y-A-W. I have a F-Y-A-W tasks left. F-Y-E-W. Your lips have to purse together at the end.
Right, right. N-E-E-O. The prefix is N-E-E-O. N-E-E-O.
Versus N-U. I have a hang computer. N-U. Let's clean the G-R-L-L-G-R-L.
And the past tense of grow, Giro. The company Giro Fast.
Okay, and finally, the infamous L words. Oh, these are tough.
We have to literally curl our tongues up behind our top teeth for these.
Oh.
Feels weird, but you have to do it. B-R-A-Z-L. I live in B-R-A-Z-L. B-R-A-Z-L-L.
R-E-L. Watch the movie R-E-R-E-L.
It's an R-E-L challenge. R-E-L.
B-W-L succeed. W-R-O.
Yes, we will. Listen, everyone, you have been working incredibly hard, curling your tongues, repeating these sounds, grinding through the vocabulary. It is time for interval one.
Yes.
Take a mental breather. Sit back in your office chair, stretch your arms, and grab a sip of coffee.
And while you take that well-deserved coffee break, I want to drop a piece of classic business administration wisdom to give you some perspective on why your effort here matters.
Oh, lay it on us.
Think about Peter Drucker, right? The legendary management consultant. Drucker famously taught executives that time is the scarcest resource, and unless it is managed, nothing else can be managed.
Wow, that hits hard.
Yeah.
If you can't manage your time, you can't manage anything.
Exactly. Just as Drucker teaches CEOs to fiercely protect their time, think about Thaiza.
Right, our VIP.
She is managing a highly demanding 8.5-hour day. She is organizing complex agendas. She is prioritizing critical emails. She is executing her routine flawlessly. Mastering this language is the ultimate form of time management.
That is so true.
Because when you know the vocabulary, you don't waste 20 minutes staring at a blank screen trying to draft a 3-sentence email. Fluency buys you your time back.
Fluency buys you your time back. We need to put that on a motivational poster.
We really do.
Speaking of maximizing your time and your experience, coming back from the break, I have 2 huge announcements.
Let's hear them.
First up, Academia Camp. If you haven't heard, this is the school's highly anticipated in-person events area.
It's so cool.
It is. It's this amazing space where you get to take everything you've learned online, step away from the computer screens, and put it into practice face-to-face with your peers. It brings the community to life.
Yeah, that face-to-face interaction is huge.
And second, to make the learning even more tactile, do not forget to pick up the exclusive collectible educational sticker book.
Yes.
Listen, learning should be fun, even for us stressed-out corporate adults. Having a physical book to interact with completely changes the way your brain processes the information.
It really does. It creates a physical anchor for abstract concepts, which is just a fantastic way to engage with the material.
Yeah.
All right, refueled from the break, let's take these words and drop them into the real corporate world. Let's look at language usage.
Okay, this is where we get into the detail-oriented, highly relatable office situations. I originally thought these next 3 phrases meant the exact same thing, but there is actually a massive psychological difference between them.
Oh, huge difference.
Let's look at them. First, IDOONTREMBMBERR. In Portuguese, this is não me lembro.
Correct. The mechanism here is that the information is technically stored in your brain, but you just can't access it right this second. It's like a file on your computer that you can't find.
Right, it's there somewhere. Second phrase, I-F-O-R-G-E-T-T-T. This translates to "eu esqueço."
The distinction here is finality. The information is completely wiped from your memory entirely. The file has been deleted. It is gone.
Oh, man. And third, the dangerous one, IDOONTWAANTTOOREMBER. Não quero lembrar.
This is an active psychological choice because the memory itself is stressful or unpleasant. You are intentionally blocking the file.
Okay, let's do a role play to show how this subtle difference completely changes a relatable adult work scenario.
Let's do it.
Let's say you are my boss and you are asking about a missed deadline.
All right, I'm the boss. Excuse me, where is the Q3 financial report? It was due on my desk yesterday afternoon.
Oh, I'm so sorry. F-O-R-G-E-T-T-T-T. See? I didn't say I don't remember where I put it. I am admitting that I completely forgot the deadline even existed. It's a total failure of memory.
Which is a very different conversation for a boss to have. Now, let's switch gears. I'm a coworker bringing up a disastrous client meeting by the coffee machine. Hey, do you remember that awful Tuesday morning meeting where the projector literally caught on fire?
Please, stop talking. IDOONTWAANTTOOREMBR, that meeting.
Perfect. What's fascinating here is how the context completely changes the psychological weight of our verbs.
Right.
If we look at Thaiza's class notes, she uses the verb to think about in 2 entirely different ways.
Okay.
At work, she says she thinks about her students, if she were a teacher, or she thinks about her bills. These are heavy, stressful responsibilities.
Yeah, very heavy.
But on weekends, she uses the exact same verb, but she thinks about barbecue, parties, and her bed.
Same exact action, totally different emotional reality. Now, to make sure these real-world conversations don't fall apart when we are under pressure, we need the glue holding them together.
The grammar.
Yes, we are moving to grammar.
We are going to thoroughly review the PDF content from the lesson, specifically focusing on prepositions of location and time and WH questions. This is the structural foundation for your everyday office life. Let's look at the specific rule teacher Paolo used to correct Thaiza.
Ah, the dreaded prepositions.
Uh-huh.
IN, ON, and AT. I'm going to be honest. I always mess these up.
Well, most people do because they try to translate them directly.
Right.
You can't do that. You have to understand the spatial mechanics behind them. Here is the rule. We use INNN for large geographical locations with boundaries. Cities, countries, continents. Think of being inside a container. Thaiza lives INNN São Paulo.
Okay, that makes sense. São Paulo is a giant container with a border. Geographical is INNN.
Exactly. Now, we use ATTT for specific business or home locations. Point locations. It's a pin on a map. She reads ATTT home. She works ATTT the office.
It's specific.
Yeah.
Got it. And what about time? Because time isn't a place.
But time works the same way spatially. We use ONNN for specific dates and days, like placing something on a calendar page.
Right.
Her birthday is ONN, December 12th. We have a meeting on Monday.
Okay, wait, I have to push back here because this drives students absolutely crazy.
What's that?
If the rule is so logical, why do we say IN in the morning, but we say ATTT night? English is so unfair. Why does the rule just break?
It feels unfair, but there is actually a historical and visual logic to it.
Really?
Yeah, it's because of how we visualize time. Ein implies being enclosed inside a boundary. The morning and the afternoon were historically viewed as long periods of time with a beginning and an end. You are inside the morning.
Okay.
But night was historically seen as a specific, tiny point in time when the sun went down. It wasn't a duration, it was a transition point. So just like a point on the map, it became a TTTT night.
Wow. Okay, that actually blows my mind.
I know, right?
But even knowing the history, I mean, in the middle of a fast-paced meeting, I don't have time to think about historical sun cycles.
True.
If I tell a client a meeting is in night, I'm going to sound completely unprofessional.
Which is exactly why you have to use the school's pen drives, Mente, to survive these exceptions.
Mental flash drive.
Yes, mnemonics. You lock the phrase into your brain as a single unbreakable unit. Don't analyze at and night as two separate words. Download the whole file at night.
Right.
Save it to your mental flash drive. When you need it, you plug the flash drive in, and the whole phrase comes out perfectly.
Use the pen drives, Mente, people. Stop translating word by word. Now, knowing all this, how do we take this grammar, this vocabulary, and actually level up our fluency before the next class?
Well, for that, we need to bring in some of the brilliant, lighthearted advice from the school's very own Teacher Rachel.
Oh, let me channel Teacher Rachel for a second, bring in that bright, positive energy. All right, everyone, listen to me. If you want to evolve from level A1 to level A2, it is all about consistency.
Yes.
You need to surround yourself with the language. Get some sticky notes right now and label the items around your house in English. Put a note on your coffee machine, put one on your bathroom mirror, put one on your front door. Make English impossible to ignore.
It is fantastic advice because it turns your physical environment into a classroom.
Literally.
And to support that evolution to level A2, let's discuss the bibliographic references. We need you to infer the deep content from the portal materials.
Yeah, very important.
Before your next lesson, it is crucial that you log into the platform and thoroughly review Unit 100, which covers the complex structure of WH questions, and Unit 107, which is a massive deep dive into those tricky prepositions of time. Do not wait until the next class to look at them. Reviewing them now on your own time is what locks in that A2 progression.
Do the work, reap the rewards, you have to put the reps in, which sets the stage perfectly for our upcoming review session. We want you to keep coming back to the grind, so let's look at the upcoming linguistic scope.
Next time, we are going to tackle the difference between there is and there are, and the always confusing quantity expressions, how much versus how many.
Yes, we use these phrases to quantify our entire lives. For example, in the notes, Thaiza mentioned she has 17 friends, but only a few books. But wait, I have a colloquial question for you that happens to me every single day.
Oh, let's hear it.
If I am talking about the massive, towering, overwhelming pile of unanswered emails in my inbox, is that a how much or a how many situation?
Well, emails, you have to consider if they are an abstract bulk concept like water, or if they are,
Come on, it's taking too long. I have to send this message. It's how many, because you can literally count them, right? 1 email, 2 emails, 3,000 unread emails.
Yes, exactly right. Because they are individual, countable nouns, You use how many. We will get deep into the mechanics of countable versus uncountable nouns next time.
I cannot wait. All right, team, we are wrapping up today's session. If you are sitting at your desk, staring at your monitor, or driving home in traffic, remember this. You are putting in the work. Every single lesson you complete, every single vocabulary word you lock into your mental flash drive gets you one step closer to your professional goals.
That's right.
Don't let the fatigue win. You are building something great.
And never forget the core philosophy of Academia BSB.
It is not only about the language, it is all about communication.
No, eso es sobre idioma, sobre comunicación.
Beautifully translated.
Thank you. Before we go, I want to leave you with a final thought to mull over. Next time you are at the office, sitting at your desk, just look around. How many of your daily actions can you successfully describe in English inside your own head? Can you narrate your reality? Try it tomorrow morning.
Keep grinding, keep learning, and we'll see you on the next deep dive.